Hey guys, it's Echo Tales here, and I recently did a video on the Sega Genesis Mini, and in that video, or that pair of videos, I praised it. It's pretty awesome, and it is. Like, the Sega Genesis Mini is gonna be awesome. It has the best selection of games possible, and a great price, just like great features overall. But not everything is perfect, and even the Genesis Mini has its flaws. And I'm going to show off some of these flaws with this Genesis Ultimate Classics Collection, or whatever it's called. Um, I I have this collection of games, and um, this collection has a few games that aren't on the Genesis Mini that I would have really liked to show up, and I'm just gonna go through them in order, and um, yeah. So as you can see, a lot of these games that I'm showing off are just sequels, and a lot of these games are actually already on the Genesis Mini. But there are a few that are missing, and I'm just gonna start off that list really quick. First game that we're missing is Sonic 3 Blast. Not many people like this game, but I'm a really big fan of this game. I really like how it pushes the Genesis hardware, and it's actually not as bad as everyone says. It's pretty cool. You gotta explore and find different birds called flickies scattered throughout the levels, and um, I like it because it's just like a pretty good example of the latest, like the late Sonic games in the last bit of the Genesis lifespan. But I can see why Sega wouldn't want to put this on there, because one, the Genesis Mini would have been oversaturated with these kinds of Sonic games, but also because it's not a popular game. A lot of people seem to dislike this one. I like it, but a lot of people kind of hate it because it's kind of weird and wonky. So, yeah, this is one of the games that is missing on the Mini, and it was developed by Traveler's Tales, which is an outside company. It's not it's not a Sega company, but a third-party developer. And a reason that this couldn't have been on there might have been because of licensing difficulties, but it's on this collection, so it's pretty feasible that it could have made it onto the Mini, but it didn't. And it's a little bit of a shame, but I'm not going to miss it that much because they already have four of the best Sonic games on there, so it'll be fine. So the next game I'm going to be showing off that's missing is going to be... Oh, I gotta find it first. I'm just going to look through and see which one I want to talk about next. Alien Storm, well, sort of it's missing. I'll explain as I play it. It's a game by Treasure, which is same developer behind Dynamite Headdy and Gunstar Heroes, which are on the Sega Genesis Mini, which is awesome. Wait, no, that's Alien Storm, I think. Wait, I'll get back to you in a second. Meant to pick Alien Soldier. This is the one I'm talking about. Sorry about that mess up, but Alien Soldier is a side-scrolling shoot 'em up, and it's just weird but cool. You hit the and you have to like pick all of your different weapons and stuff, kind of like in Gunstar Heroes. Sorry, I'm just messing around with the different things. As you can tell, it's really cool, like how you get all of these different moves and stuff. But I'm just gonna start it right now. Sorry about the wait, but yeah, since this game is made by Treasure, it's a lot like Gunstar Heroes, and it has all these weird, wacky alien enemies. And yeah, you're playing as one of these aliens right here. And well, basically, this game is not on the American version of the Sega Genesis Mini. What it is on the Asian version, which is kind of weird. How like it's not kind of weird, but it's an exclusive just for the Asian version, and that's kind of cool, but also kind of sucks that it's not in America. But it's fun because you get to fight all these weird, wacky alien enemies and stuff. I'm about to die too, so yep, I'm out of here. So the next game that the Genesis Mini is missing, well, Bonanza Bros is one of those games, but it's not the best game. Neither is eSWAT. They're still pretty good, but they're not games that you're gonna miss. What you are going to miss is Rystar. Rystar is a platformer made by Sonic Team, the same people, who made Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and Knuckles. And Rystar is such a good game. It's kind of hard to get the hang of, but it's very like innovative and cool and stuff. I'm just gonna change the options right there. It's like shares a few similarities with Sonic, but it's also very distinct and unique compared to other platformers. So the main gimmick of it is that you grab enemies and platforms using your stretchable hands, and this is a favorite among many Sega fans, including me. The problem is that this game is it goes for, I'm not gonna say it's not an outlandish price, but it's a little more expensive compared to other Genesis games, and it's not well known. It's a cult classic. So like compared to other Genesis games, not many people know or really care about this one, but those that do, they're in for a real treat. The music and sound effects and presentation, everything's just so awesome. Like the background right here is exceptionally detailed. Like you can see all of the different like birds and flying in the background and the water flowing. I mean, that's pretty cool for an effect. And the cool thing about Rystar is that his design, or their design, I don't know, is actually a precursor to Sonic. Sonic was supposed to be a bunny rabbit with stretchable ears before they settled on his prototype design, Mr. Needle Mouse, which was a hedgehog. And this Rystar character is an evolution of that original Sonic prototype because he can stretch out his arms and grab stuff. Oh, here's the mini boss. That always gives me trouble. Okay, so don't go for the head, you'll get hit. So, yeah. That was actually the very first time I've ever beaten that mini boss without taking damage. Kind of stupid, but yeah. And whoosh. But yeah, Rystar is a really good game, and its absence from the Genesis Mini is certainly felt. Like, I'm really surprised that they did not choose this game, because, well, it's not the most well-known game. It would have been a perfect inclusion, and they didn't take that chance. That's a little bit disappointing, but whatever. If you ever get the chance to play this game, like, make sure you take that chance. So, yeah, I'm just going to show this off for a little bit longer, then we'll move on to the next game that it's missing. Whoosh. I'm sorry if you guys don't like this game, but I personally really like it, and I think if you try it, you're going to like it, because it's definitely a unique platformer among the genre. Ouch. There. I'm just gonna hang like this. I can see by like the stars in the top corner, I have 2 hits. Rystar can take a total of 4 hits before he dies. A lot more than Sonic. Wow. That was fun. Okay, now I'm at full health. Perfect. Okay. Oh, it got dark. They don't call them dark woods for nothing. See, like, I should be stopping playing this game by now, but it's so addictive. It's such a good game. I better stop before... Yep, I'm gonna cut it off here. Whoosh! So, the next game that is missing is Shadow Dancer. I was playing this game a little bit earlier. Like, I've already played this before a lot, but here's the thing. This is one of my favorite games ever for Sega Genesis. It's really cool. It's like a really arcade-style game. And it's the second game in the Shinobi series. You play as this badass ninja doing badass stuff. But yeah. I'll show off some gameplay right here. So, you're this dude. He can shoot shurikens, he can jump, crouch, and send his dog after people. That's all you gotta know. When he's close, he can kick people or punch people, and he can backflip between the foreground and background. The thing is, like you just almost saw there, and you saw right there again, and again, I cannot play this game well, but Shadow Dancer, whoever his name is, he can only take 1 single hit from a projectile or melee attack. He can touch enemies, which is great. And he can do melee attacks with his sword, like you just saw there. And you can send the dog to disarm people, which is nice. And you gotta save all the hostages in the level. That's the main focus. And there are lots of hostages in each level. I forgot how many, probably like 5 or 6. Oh, that doesn't hurt me. I don't need to rewind for that. But, this game is very fast-paced and arcade style, but you also gotta take your time and plan out your attacks. You can't just go rushing headlong. Also, just so you know, saving the girl is how you power up your attacks. And by power up, that means your attacks get twice as powerful. And oh, my dog fell. There he goes. Okay. But your attacks get twice as powerful, and instead of just regular shurikens, you get blue fireballs. Yeah. And your punches and kicks get a blue aura around them. There. But yeah, this game is a very well done game. It's very difficult, but once you get the hang of it, it's awesome. Yeah. I'm gonna show off a boss really quick. Didn't show off the boss in Rise Star, but I'm gonna do it here because I can. I gotta just. Ugh. I cannot rewind for the heck of me. There. Oh, I'm trapped. Okay. The boss's weak spot is his head, in case you're wondering. Now I'm just gonna trap him. Bam! Explosion time! Yeah! Okay. So that's enough Shadow Dancer, but I'm really disappointed this game isn't on the Genesis Mini. Like, I'm gonna show off the bonus stage really quick, but I'm not surprised that it's not on there, because it's a relatively unknown game, and it's generally considered the weakest of the Shinobi trilogy, but I love it to death, and I'm really disheartened that it's not on there. But that's okay, because we have Shinobi 3 that on the Genesis Mini. That's going to be great. Just gotta spam the B button here. Skadoosh all these ninjas out of existence. And we're done. Alright. So the next game that is missing is a game that a lot of people are really mad that isn't on there. A lot of people. And of course that game is Sonic the Hedgehog 3. There's a very good reason why this game is not on the Genesis Mini, but people are pretty salty that it's not there anyway. So I'm just going to show off some gameplay really quick while I talk about why it's not on there. So the reason is simple: licensing issues. You could be kind of confused, like Sonic 1 and 2 are on there, but why not Sonic 3? It's the same old Sonic game. Nothing's wrong with it. Well, there is something wrong with it. The music, well, not this music, but certain music was composed by a certain king of pop. And as you know, this king of pop hasn't been doing too well in the headlines recently due to some bad stuff he did. I'm not going to go into detail on what he did and who this person is, but you know who he is, you know he composed the music, and you know that he's in a lot of trouble. So this music you're hearing right now was not composed at all by him, but we're gonna get to a mini boss pretty soon, and you will hear what music that was. It's pretty recognizable because it uses voice samples. I gotta wait for the invincibility to run out really quick. Also, there's a 1-up up here if you don't know. Okay. I think the game's showing us really laggy on the footage, so I apologize for that. But, listen. That was only a snippet of it, but that music is composed by you-know-who. I'll show more extended footage of that in a second. But, yeah, you can recognize it because of the voice samples and the funky groove. It's different than the rest of the soundtrack, so you know who composed it. And right here. I'll take my time with the boss so you can hear it.